Wet, 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 wet. Wet, 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 wet.
my god, did I have my mic muted the entire damn time? Oh, god, I'm such a blonde. Alright, well, never mind. I'm going to close Discord. And welcome to Jan Does Not Know a Thing About What She Is Frickin' Doing. So earlier in the day, I had a 30-minute discussion with myself on mute. And Jesus, I really am a blonde. I can't believe I did not have the sound up. Oh, well, whatever. Now, hopefully, you guys can hear me as I'm running around trying to get Chari up to. Well, fuck. For Chari to win her first battle. Or is Chari a male? I can never remember those symbols. I think he's a male. Whatever. When Chari becomes. What was that? Who's looking to be growled or scratched? Chari will attack. I Believe me, I have a reason for doing that. I saw a crafting table. I'm going to go get some. Ooh, is that a Jigglypuff? What level? No. Run! Well, too bad, Chari. Seriously, Jigglypuff? You're supposed to be sweet and cuddly and singing. And you just. Raccoons. Oh, there's level 6. Oh, I bet Chari can take that. Don't go anywhere, raccoons. Ow. Ah. Let's go. I want to be the only Pokemon. Where's the other 6s? You're a 10. I want the 6. I definitely think Chari can take a 6. Oh, don't tell me I freaking missed them. They're little raccoons. How far could it have gotten? I hear one. I hear something. Now you're just taunting me. It's definitely closer over here. Nope. You kicked my ass. Alright. Hello, Ekans. You're a normal type. I can take you, right? Come on. Alright, Charmander. I mean, Chari, let's do this. Holy crap. Well, really, I've run out of Pokemon after it killed me with almost a single blow. Alright, where'd the Ouija thingy go. Come here, raccoon thing. I want to kill you. I mean, battle you. I really want a lawnmower at this point. Where the... I can't see anything with this grass. Well, you're a trainer. You're like level 26. Oddish? That's a grass type. Uh... Well, if this works. Sweet scent. Of course, I have a normal type attack, not... Keep scratching, or sweet sitting, yeah. Well, I'm screwed. So wait, what does paralyzed do if it's not... Oh. Is it like every couple? Oh, well, we had a good go there, Charlie. Back to the frickin' drawing board. Where where are the low levels? Ah, oh, wrong mouse button. Tab 3. There we go. Well, sorta. You know what? Tired of jumping. Seriously, it's a waste of my food. Since I don't know how to get food if I can't kill anything. What are you? Ooh, you're kind of cute. And tiny. Where'd you go? There you are. Hold still. I'll only kill you slowly. Alright, Pulse. Let's hope. Okay. Keep using my paralyzation. Oh, growl. Even better. Do you not have an actual attack? Because if so, I might just win this one. Oh, you actually had an attack. Yeah, well. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. I'm in the starting zone too. Where are the rat-tats and Pidgeys and everything? Where are my easy to fight Pokemon? Give me your wheat. You're tired, you're hungry, and I will eat you all. Alright, replant. At some point I need to figure out how to crouch. Since my mic was off the last time, I'm a console gamer, so I'm just kind of learning how to play with the PC. I mean, I've had PCs in the past, but I've never actually like played with them. Mostly it was just for work. But I really wanted to have other people see what I do when I'm not writing, which honestly I don't write as much as I probably should, since I only really do it on Sundays. But you're a tiny Spiro. Can I take a 14? Probably not. Fuck, I couldn't even take a level 5 last time. But, I wanted to learn how to play with a keyboard and mouse. So, since I like Minecraft on the Xbox, and I watched the Rooster Teeth Achievement Hunters play Pixelmon, I was like, this would be a great time to learn how to play with a keyboard and mouse. Oh, that's making me sick. Don't do that. Um, yep, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm get him, get him. You're level 8. I think I can take you. Maybe? Let's go, Charlie. Oh, maybe not. Miss. God. At some point, I'm going to find a level 5 I can kill. I should probably make bread or something. Which that's another struggle. I don't know how to make bread in PC Minecraft. The creation's a little weird. I mean, it's probably not weird to the people who play Minecraft on the PC, but to a almost exclusive console gamer, the the mapping. What am I stuck on? The mapping that you gotta do to get the coordinates and stuff. That's a little strange for me. I'm not used to that. I mean, eventually I'll get used to it because I want to keep playing, but still. Alright. Bread. Well, that's actually fairly easy. Just put it back. Give me the bread. Bread. I apologize, this is probably not the most exciting tutorial or anything you're going to watch, but, I gotta start somewhere. Jesus, that's loud. Okay, what sound is that? Players? Guess I'll turn you down. Alright. Back to game. Well, that's right, I do need planks. Give me planks. Give me. Alright. No, I don't need button. I don't need. I need sticks. Give me sticks. Give me those. All of them. I want them all. So wait. Say what? I mean, seriously, to those of us who don't play PC, why does that combination give me those? Not complaining because I need those, but I'm just curious. Whose idea was it that they're like, oh yeah, we'll do it this way, and that will give us sticks. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do. Shut up, Star E, or whatever your name is. I want a pickaxe or sword, something. Oh right, I need. Yep, there we go. Give me. All right. Now, how do I make a sword? Well, that's a shovel. Well, that's a hoe. That's a, I'm sure whoever's gonna watch this is gonna be like, "Stop being an idiot. Just do it this way." Yeah. Still, I probably need a shovel too. Shovel. How do you? All right. You know what? I'm gonna figure that out later. I've at least got a start. All right. Poke center. All right. I've got food. I've got some rudimentary tools. I didn't make an axe, but I can punch down a tree. Oh, hey, Arbok, or no, Kadabra. Oh, Hypno. Well, you're definitely gonna kick my Chari's ass. Where's a magic carp when you need one? What's that? Is that Jigglypuff again? That is Jigglypuff. Sitting there waiting, hiding in the bushes, ready to kill you. What the? I guess you're a Pokemon trainer who likes Pikachu? This probably bodes, ill for me if I go fight you. It's 11 o'clock, okay. Seriously, where the heck are the low level Pokemon? Alright, well, nope, it's not that one. Which Poke Center has my whatever berries and stuff I'm saving? Was it you? Nope, it's not you. There's another one around here. Where are you? Reveal yourself! Show me the Poke Center! Well, anyway, since I'm back over here, you guys don't need this. I'm commandeering your work tent. Haha! Get out of the way. Send the bill to the Tendo Dojo! I guarantee like nobody's gonna catch that reference. Well, maybe. Anime's a lot bigger than it was when I was a little girl. Come on. I'm getting tired of holding down W to run. Ah, there we go. There's my stuff. I don't know what this stuff does, but, it's in the game. Might as well use it for something. Alright, I am off to find a... Nope, nope, I wanted 9. Yep, there we go. I want to be able to find something to kill, so I guess I'm gonna have to go adventuring. What the heck is a skitty? That doesn't even seem physically possible to fly like that. Eradicate, that'll kick my ass. I, I like you. Sid, you and I will go places eventually. As soon as I find a Pokeball that I could capture you with, or, you know, Charmander becomes Charmeleon or Charizard. Right now, I'm not holding hope for any of that, since, good lord, I can't find any level 1s or 2s or 3s or even a 4 or 5. Yay, blue! Who doesn't love blue? Put you up here since I don't need you. Oh, guess I could have made temporary ones. Alright, well, whatever. On the Xbox, there's a particular command for that. It's like X. So, I'm kind of used to hitting X and getting a crafting menu and actually being able to select what I want, and the computer does it. That's hella nice and easy for us noob uh, PC players, because you don't have to learn that much. But I really love all of the mods that you find on PCs. I've always loved the modding community on the PC, and I really wish you could get that on the PC. I'm sorry, the Xbox. And I had hope with the Fallout 4 expansion. Whoop, nope, you're gonna kick my butt. Um, that we would get something like that, but it really never really. I mean, we've got it. Drowsy, you're. Is that a? I thought I saw a Meowth. Tentacruel. So in my last video, I think I was already over in this kind of general direction, but because I was kind of worried about dying, I ran back. I mean, it didn't look like I was dying right away, so I might have been able to stick around for a while, but, you know, if, who knows? I'm just hoping to eventually find something I can fight that, Chari here can, win. What is that? What's that? Level... Oh, you're a person. Level 13 Shelter. Probably not going to win that one. Ooh, up, don't fall down that. Um, but but I've always really kind of liked modding in general. I've never really been very good at it. I tried my hand at it with Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls Third. Why am I going out here? There's not going to be anything out here. Um, you know, but I don't know. Just shelding on, or Danish shelding, modding on the Xbox isn't really as fulfilling. I know a lot of people are huge into getting achievements, and I've got a couple here because, well, this is the first time I've ever played Minecraft on the PC. Um, really? I'm on an island? Well, great. What the heck is? Oh. But understandably, modding should turn off your achievements, but you should also give Is that a Magikarp? Is that a Magikarp? That's not a Magikarp. Uh, I don't know. It's just I love the mods you get on PC because people seem to be so inventive and you get to try out a lot of cool stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Eh, I don't even know what Pokemon that is. I originally played Pokemon back on uh, Blue, Red and Blue. I had the Bulbasaur. I didn't ever beat the game, and I also worked at a GameStop at the time when Pokemon was really huge, so I got to see a lot of people who were into the game. And I gotta admit, I watched the Pokemon anime too. Yes, I see a Magikarp. Magikarp, come here. I can kill you. I think.
Magikarp, Magikarp.
Get back here. Yes. All right. Scratch. Oh my God, this is gonna take forever. What? He actually has an attack? Magikarp, you're supposed to be worthless. Keep splashing. Keep splash. Great. Now I gotta figure out where the hell I am. Well, I guess that's what I get for fighting a level 18 Magikarp. Son of a... Yeah, yeah. What the... But, anyway, it's just one of those things where I mean, I've been in the gaming community for a while, but, well, I mean, my first system was a Nintendo. I was a Gyromite and Solomon Key master. Um, but I just never really, being that I prefer the, being that I prefer controllers and role-playing games, when I initially started gaming, I didn't think there were role-playing games on the PC. I mean, naive blonde me, I was playing this game without my mic on, so, you know, how was I supposed to know there was actually PC games that were role-playing games at the time? That it wasn't just EverQuest, I'm sorry, Final Fantasy and Zelda and Dragon Quest on the Nintendo, or what the heck was the Fantasy Star, and God, now I'm drawing a blank. Beyond Oasis, yeah, on the consoles. That there was actual, role-playing games elsewhere. And once I figured that out, I started liking the console more, or the PC more. But I was always, I always had cheap high school, college computers, so I couldn't buy a good computer to play any of this on. I mean, right now, I'm looking at my Quad 4 processor. Hello. Payday. What the hell is that? Um, but I'm looking at my Quad 4 processor, and it's barely handling the the game, the Twitch, the FaceRig, my streaming. So my poor processor is an Intel IE5, if I recall, and it's saying I can't do what you. What the hell is that? Fire monkey. I can't do what you want me to do, Jan. Stop it. And yet here I am, forcing it to do what I want it to do. So if I had the resources, I mean, I'm an adult now. I've got a job. I've got, you know, other priorities. But, you know, one, I'm single and I have no children or a pet anymore. So the only bills I have is my house, and that's really it. So I can afford to upgrade my system, and I will. I just, you know, it was kind of a spur of the moment that I was going to start streaming and capturing and face rigging and all that stuff that I'm doing. I'm sitting over here watching the capture in one screen, looking to see if anybody's talking in the Twitter, which since I've only been streaming here for what 2 days, if that. Um, I don't have anybody in my chat. It's not for lack of trying. It's because I'm new and I can see one person's watching, probably Kazo. If so, hey Kazo. Um, yeah, I'm basically doing this because I'm supposed to meet some friends for lunch, and I was like, well, I've already taken a shower. I didn't get much sleep. I know if I lay down, I'm going to go back to bed. So let's continue to play Pixelmon. You know, show people that I do more than writing, which I do write. Just I've only got 2 books out, and my third's being reviewed by people. All right, it's you and me, cow. Fight. Defense curl. That did like no damage. Keep defending. I got 31 more points. Oh boy. Damn it. I mean, thank God I'm right here next to a Poké Center, but still. I kind of wish I wasn't playing single player at this point. I really want. I didn't mean to click on you. Go away. I wish I had a multiplayer account right now. I mean, I could probably go jump on the multiplayer server, but I don't want to play with a bunch of random people because, well, I mean, it's the internet. I've been on the internet for, God, almost 20 years now. So I know how you are, internet. You're either really nice or super creepy and rude. What the heck are you? Nope. Level 15. So, you know, for now, while I'm learning how to play with a keyboard and mouse, because goddamn, my fingers are killing me with W right now. I figure just play. Oh, okay. Froze for a second. I just figure, play, learn how to play with keyboard and mouse, get better. And I mean, really, all I'm doing is just playing for fun. So, what the hell? Get in here. This is a nice tower. Be a shame if something happened to it. Alright, no, it's not a nice tower. This is pretty much a dump. You should be ashamed of yourself. How do I go down ladders again? Come on. There we go. I should just title this Jan's Adventures of Noobing or something. Because I'm sure anybody who watches this and like normally plays Minecraft would be like, Jesus, what the fuck are you doing? Also, I swear occasionally. I mean, I used to swear a lot more when I was young. What the hell? You're free! Yeah, well, That's a good life lesson there. Don't do that. Yuck. Grimer? Oh, I guess I deserve that. Really, at this point, I'm just kind of wandering around. Whoa, what the heck is that? Oh, that kind of looks cool. There's no way Chari can take you. Um, s wow, I got two people watching now. I apologize to both of you. I'm sure this is not terribly exciting. Where are the lower level Pokemon? I can't be the very best if I can't find any to beat up. Seriously, when you pick up the original game, there's tons of like little newbie Pokemon like Weedles and Pidgeys and Ratatats. Like, where the heck are all they? This water looks a lot cooler on the PC than it does on the Xbox. What the hell are you doing out here, Doc? You're. Yeah, you guys would. Whoa. Ant. Ardos? Something? Um, I'm almost tempted to, like, find whatever that console code is and give Chari a few power-up items or whatever, like they did in the Achievement Hunters. But I really don't like doing stuff like that. I want to do everything if I can on my own. Like, I love creative mode for building, but I'm not building here. I'm just running around trying to slaughter little animals, just shoving them in balls. It's a life lesson for everybody. Nature is brutal, but I don't see the point of cheating really in a game like this because what does that get me if I'm just like, oh, I couldn't find Pokemon, yada yada yada, this is terrible, blah blah blah. Oh look, I've got this console code. Whoa, what are you? You what the heck are you? Run back, run. Goodbye, Chari. I don't know what the heck you were, but um, I'm just saying, like, cheating isn't going to really help in this matter because, oh, are you kidding me? What level are you, Magikarp? Level 15.
Magic card.
You probably still would kick my ass. Not that I can freaking fight you, because whatever the heck that last thing was killed me. Goldine.
Card.
Goldine,
Card.
Goldine.
Uh, level 10. All right. Straight shot. Ooh, nope. Don't fall in that. Hurry up, Doc. I have a fish to fry. I think it was that way. Run, run, run. I really hope that Magikarp doesn't, like, despawn or something. Oh, come on. Alright, this was vaguely the area. I hear water. Okay, so I think that's where Goldeen was, which means the 15 Magikarp should be here. Of course you're not here. Probably because you despawn as soon as I left the area. That's so freaking annoying. So the one type of thing about me, I am a notorious level grinder when it comes to role-playing games. I will sit and just grind for hours, mostly because, I don't know, the lack of thinking. You just kind of turn your brain on, and you just go. This is kind of, sort of the same. I just need to find something to start the grind. Because right now it's just, I'm running around not really accomplishing much because, well, I don't know where to go. I don't know who to fight. It would probably be better if I was a person who really knew like Pokemon. Like if I could look. All right. I also apologize if you're a first-time viewer. I have a soft voice. I work on it, but But as I was saying, if I knew if I knew which Pokemon were which, like right off the bat, I could fight them, but I don't. To me, you know, I God, I think I know like a third, if that, of the very God, that's so loud. Of the very first generation of Pokemon. I mean, I used to watch the anime, so I'm not completely clueless. Um, I'm not completely clueless into it. I'm just, you know, like all people, I have my own like little subgenres of stuff I like to watch. All right, I guess I'm making this home base since one, there's not a guy here to annoy me, and two, there's a treasure chest. I really don't want to lose. Well, some of this stuff is junk, but still, I don't want to lose whatever those are. They could be useful. You never know. Let's put the crafting table right there. All right. Give me bread or give me death. Bread. All right, that'll keep the run going for a little bit. Let's scarf. In real life, this diet would be terrible for me. But, all right, you're level 8. Let's see what we can do. Jesus. Well, back to the drawing board. I feel so bad for Chari. I swear, Chari, I don't want you to keep dying like this. I just your owner's an idiot. She doesn't know what she's doing. Well, that's not true. I know what I'm doing, sorta. I just the randomization in this is not helping me out. And I'm not saying that I'm not complaining because, the game is designed, I think, to be. I mean, well, I don't really know what the game is designed to do other than have Pokemon in the Minecraft world, which is awesome. I mean, I wanted Pokemon Go to be like that, but it really wasn't as good. It wasn't as fun. I mean, I was quite excited that, the local park 4 miles from my house. What the hell? Pidgeotto. Oh, hey, sheep. I I want to. Yes. All right, kill the sheep. I really wish I had a fire attack. Well, keep using Thunder Wave or that. Well, never mind. Um, but I mean, the fact that one, I couldn't trade Pokemon to my friends, and two, in my case where I live in Richmond, Virginia, I live very close to VCU campus, so basically the heart of downtown Richmond. That's as close as you guys are going to get. Um, it's just one of those things where I I had a park I could go to, but like one, I'm an adult, I have a job, so I couldn't spend hours on it, and two, the gym battle mechanics were just worthless. It was like, why bother? You don't really get much experience for maintaining, and it's not like I could take, Eevee out and train her, or Flareon, or any of the combinations of Eevees I was running around with. I had more. I started off with Charmander, because in Richmond, being that we're the South, it's kind of grass type area. So, my area was filled with Rattatas, Weedles, Pidgeys, some Spearows here and there. And, I finally found like a Bulbasaur. Oh, yes, level 3. I can beat you. See? All that complaining for the last hour? I want a battle. How far till Chari gets to the next level? So, about halfway. Alright. You kicked my butt last time when you were level 10, so no. But, and a lot of people have complained about Pokemon Go being the way it is, and I would love to play it, I really would. It's one of those things where I like the idea of augmented reality. I'm very much a futurist, but it just never really kicked off. And actually, next to my work, there was like 3 or 4 Pokestops. But because it's based on cellular activity, like where I live, even though I'm in, aha, I think I could take you. Come here. All right, fight, 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 fight. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Come on. Use insight or something. Oh, oh, that was so close. So bloody close. Level 6 Oddish. Apparently the game has heard me complaining for long enough. It's like, shut up, Jan. We'll give you these we'll give you some cheap Pokemon to fight. And I thank you, game. Never look a gift video game in the mouth. Unless it's like Five Nights at Friday. Then don't trust them. Where's that level 6 Oddish? There you are. Fight! Come on. Stop running. I will kill you. There. Alright, fight. Oh, that could be bad. Yay! Now I have a fire attack, which means I can actually do a little bit more damage to grass-type Pokemon. Good lord, that was like an hour. What the heck was that? At least I think Ember is a fire attack. Show me the moves. Oh, yeah, okay, that should work. And I know, based on what the achievement hunters say, I need to lower or get rid of Growl. So, done. Just need to level up enough to get stuff like that. Ow. My virtual character's knees. I'm sorry, Pidgey. Fight. There we go. Alright. Ember. So apparently I just needed to get like one or two victories to... I received an egg. What the heck's an egg? Oh, potato. And chicken. Yes. I've got real food. Of course, I need something to cook it in. I haven't seen a forge. Of course, I do have a pickaxe, so... Oh, dang it, didn't mean to do that. So I could actually... That is a weird moon. Because now I have a pickaxe, I could actually mine out some cobblestone and just make my own. I should probably do that, because chicken heals a lot better than bread. Of course, wheat is really plentiful too, so it's catch 22. Or, not a catch 22. It's a, which one's more bang for my buck? Right now, it's a lot easier to cultivate wheat, mostly because I don't really know how to make anything else in the forges and stuff. So, just 3 wheat across the top, done. I wonder if I can take one of the milk cows now. What the heck are you? Pikachu. I've Go away, you little rat. Um, yeah, I'm talking about you. The only reason you're popular is because they picked you over Coughing or Grimer. If it had been me, I'd have picked Eevee. She's cute. Of course, based on my avatar, I kind of like foxes. I'm kind of mad FaceRig doesn't have, but I shouldn't be shocked that they don't have a fennec fox. Because let's be honest, fennec foxes are, you know, they're known for their ears and their fluffy tail. They're the little African fox. They're probably cat-sized, if that. Very tiny. Um, but they are. What is this? They have a Pokemon that looks like a lamp. Um, but it's an African fox thing, and it's oh, you're. Let's see if I can fight you now. Okay, scratch. Ember. All right, run. So whatever that is immune to fire and normal attacks. So that was just a waste of my time. Luckily, you know, and this is the thing about grinding is you go to a certain spot, you fight, heal, fight. I used to do that all the time in Breath of Fire. Come on. And Dragon Quest, I would just find like a healing shrine or something, and I would just fight and grind until I was significantly higher than everything in the area. And I would just walk through that area, get to the next spot. The reason I started doing that was because when I played Seventh Saga on the Xbox, I'm sorry, Super Nintendo, the developers did not um, port over all the sections. So you would come out of the tunnel from the second part of the map onto a much, much, much tougher area, and there would just be no warning for us in the American audience because we were like, "What the hell just happened?" And as you're playing it, I didn't find this out for years later, but once I figured out that everything was like 10, 15, maybe even sometimes 20 levels higher than I was, I would just be like, well, I've got to keep fighting. And it's like that episode of South Park, Make Love Not Warcraft, where they stuck to fighting boar um, in the forest to kill things so that they could level up to fight that one guy. That's kind of what it was. It was just such a repetitive action. And I can't tell you how many Saturdays as a little girl I spent when I wasn't at soccer or doing homework just grinding out the experience I needed so that I could go on to the actual proper level. I want to say I spent at least 2, maybe 3 weeks, 7, 8 hour periods. Granted, I lived in Arizona, so it's not like I had a lot of neighbors nearby, and so I kind of grew up playing console games. Um, so it gave me something to do. I would go to sleepovers occasionally, but it was one of those things where we, being a military family, you didn't have or at least in my family, we didn't have officers' children playing with enlisted children. I don't mean that to be like classist or anything like that, but you know, we just it was one of those things where like at school it was cool, but when you were after school, you really didn't like hang out with them. And that might just be the way I was raised, but I personally don't care. Some of my best friends are actually retail workers, and they have no aspirations other than, you know, getting a video game. Aha! Take this, raccoon. Stop running. Stop running. There we go. They have no aspirations other than just buying new video games. And me, I want to be a published author. I mean, I technically am a published author, but I'm not published. I'm self-published. Big difference. Yay! Charlie's level 8. What the heck? Um, I'm just going to stop that topic because it doesn't make me sound any better. Either way, I swing with it. Um, but, that's what I did. So, because of Seventh Saga, I spent a lot of time at that point grinding, and it became part of how I played role-playing games. Like my brother, he absolutely cannot stand any sort of grinding, and he will put games down. But me, you know, I when I was playing Xbox Minecraft, you know, 15 hours would go by of me just knocking down trees and building stuff and just being like, I gotta dig, I gotta go, knock down this tree so I can get a pickaxe, and then I've got to go dig so I can get a stone pickaxe, and then I've got to go find iron, and you just you keep doing it. I mean, if you're watching Minecraft, you kind of know what Minecraft is about, so that explanation is kind of tedious to you guys. But my brother could not stand stuff like that because for him, he grew up as the platformer. Ooh. Um, let's see how fire works. Um, but he grew up playing. Wow, that was pretty terrible. He grew up playing Super Mario Brothers and the other platformers. Me, I played almost exclusively Dragon Quest, Zelda, and Final Fantasies because, well, they were slower paced, and you know, you got a lot of time out of them. And next to reading, about the only other thing I did was play video games. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty much nerd. You know, my first real books I remember finishing was the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So, but I was in Arizona. So when I wasn't doing activities with like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts with my brother and father, I was playing video games. I'm I'm a gamer girl. Nothing wrong with that. I'm certainly and have been for a long time in the minority. God, I can't. I was up till last night, this morning, 2 a.m. playing Overwatch with the competitive team, and I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep. So at this point, I'm basically staying awake by sheer force of will. Of course, I think I'm playing D&D tonight with my tabletop group, so I may or may not be online. I'm kind of torn whether I want to keep playing Overwatch professional or not professionally, competitively tonight, or like just finished watching Luke Cage or you know Blacklist or something like that. Aha, cows, and just chill. I have a really hard time sleeping at night. I much prefer sleeping during the day. I don't know why. Level 6. You and me. Fight. Um, I'd much rather sleep during the day than at night, but being a professional computer programmer, I've got to be awake during the day. Of course, if I was a professional writer or streamer, I would get away with just, I learned smokescreen. I could get away with sleeping pretty much whenever I wanted to. I'd have to obviously establish a schedule because otherwise it's just not going to work. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. That's not really all that useful. Because I mean, if I became a professional streamer, I have to set out a schedule so that people can find out when I'm doing this. Because like right now, since I'm testing the face rig and stuff like that, uh, since I'm testing face rig and stuff. All right, music, goodbye. As much as I like the sound of your, all right, because if I don't put up a schedule, then you just kind of have to like, oh, when's Jan streaming? Oh, she's not streaming right now. Guess I'll be back later. That's not the way to do it. But I don't know when my schedule would be. I don't know because like I said, I'm a professional computer programmer. So Monday through Friday, I'm working exactly. I'm working, from 8:30ish to 6:30ish every day, and then I try and get in, an hour or so exercise, usually at lunch. Um, and then, I want to work on my writing and stuff like that. Nope, you're gonna kick my butt. So, it, there's a lot of things with as when you have a professional life and you're trying to do a lot of hobbies, finding the time to do it. I'm actually surprised I managed to talk this long about really nothing with nobody in the chat to be like, hey, Jan, talk about this. And if you watch my other streams with Bunny and Zan and Monkey and Bean Dip and those guys, they are really talkative. Usually, I don't talk all that much, mostly because I don't like the sound. I think most people don't like the sound of their voice. But, you know, that's kind of the thing. I just don't talk. I talk at work when I have to, but otherwise I'm quite content to sit and listen to music for 8 hours a day while I program and troubleshoot and do the typical thing that computer programmers do. But obviously as a solo streamer, I've got to talk and um, entertain. And God, am I not funny? I am so not funny. Like I've got a really dry sense of humor, so I will say things that to me are chuckle worthy. Like I love puns. I love puns. But not a lot of people are really fun or find puns fun. Um, ooh, Beltwarp. Or no, which one are you? I want to fight you. Come here, Rat-a-tat. But because I have my dry sense of humor, like the jokes and stuff I tell are, let's face it, they're not funny unless you've got a big buildup. And I'm especially known for trolling people. Like if you go check out my blog, theincorrigibleauthor.com, you will see like my discussion about gaming when I played. What the heck are those? Oh, those are hobbits. When I played City of Heroes, I played a character called Sogon Kaiser, and well, I was a jerk about how I played. I didn't mean it to sound like I'm being jerky, but I would have these long soliloquies in the midst of battle, and I would just annoy people with, because as a writer and a programmer, I have to type very quickly. And so, I can hit like, 120, 130 words a minute. I don't do it very often because, granted, especially in a video game, what's the point? You don't really need to type that quickly. So with stop running. So when I was playing Sogan Kaiser, I had a window set up that had all of my um, like dialogues and stuff. And I would coach the conversation. What, they heal? That's just not cool. Um, and so I would coach the conversation along where I want, and then I would bust out paragraphs of text. Oop, what did I do? No, that's text. And it, it's kind of annoying. When I was playing World of Warcraft, come here, Charlie. When I was playing World of Warcraft, my character Kaiden, she would, because she was a solo hunter, she would fight, and so like I would summon a. I've been poisoned. I would summon my monster and be like, Briog, come forth, Briog, I say, and when I was shooting my gun, I'd be like, hot stuff coming your way, just random things like that. That's when I play games to kind of amuse myself, but I don't want to do it at the cost of other people. I try and be somewhat polite about the way I play. Like, if you watch me in Overwatch, I love to give compliments. What the heck was that? I give compliments all the time to the other team when they're doing a good job. Now, granted, I I do get pissed off when I'm playing like cancerous teams, even though I do it occasionally myself with my group. Um, I'm mostly. All right, I'm going to pause for a second to take a drink. Okay. um, but as a Mercy main, and really even when I would play EverQuest and City of Heroes, I was Odysseus, it's on. When I was playing pretty much any MMO, I am a um, I'm a support player. Like I play EverQuest, I was healer. When I play on when I play Overwatch, I'm Mercy, I'm Lucio, I'm Zenyatta. It's just I like playing support heroes. Oh, it's noon. Okay. I'm going to heal Chari, and I'm going to call it a day because I've got to go get ready to meet my friends. Well, I'll call it a stream because I'm going to probably be back. Whether or not I'm back tonight or not is the question. I will definitely be back tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming some of my writing. We'll see how well that works. It's going to be really kind of boring, so I'm probably going to be playing music. I'm probably going to have Discord open so I can talk to people. Just try and make it more interesting. But I'm also going to try and work on my fourth novel. But thank you, the people who are watching. I don't know who you are. You're not in the chat, but I see two of you are watching. I hope this wasn't completely boring for you. For anybody who watches this on YouTube or my Twitch channel later, check me out. My name's Janice, and I am hoping to start streaming a heck of a lot more. So yeah, let's call it a game there. Good day, everybody.